Boundaries, take 3. I think most of us can agree that drawing healthy boundaries in a relationship is a really good thing. But I also think that most of us are guilty of not being able to actually draw those boundaries when we meet someone we really like and we just want the relationship to work, no matter what the cost. When we're in this kind of situation, it's often very dangerous because it's actually much easier to pass up on the difficult conversations, make excuses for your partner, and just accommodate and mold ourselves into the person that we think our partner wants us to be, especially if you had expressed some concerns or boundaries in the past and received a negative response from them. I've definitely been in this position before, and looking back, I could see how detrimental it was, not only to the relationship, but also, more importantly, to my self-worth and my sense of self-love. Because every time I failed to draw good boundaries, I was essentially ignoring my deepest desires, my needs, and values, which is a lot of what makes me me. And as I got into the habit of not standing up for myself and stating my boundaries with my partner, I reinforced the idea to myself and to my partner that I was not worth standing up for, not worth the inconvenience of change, and perhaps that I am a little crazy and unreasonable with my needs. By the end of the relationship, I had become so lost and so heartbroken that I ended up becoming the most unhealthy version of myself, whom I hated so much. Because in my desperate efforts to keep this relationship alive, I basically poisoned it, and it was not healthy for either of us. So what did I learn from these dating mistakes? And how did I change my behavior in the relationships I had after? The first thing is I wrote down all of my values because you need to know exactly what your values are so you could confidently stand up for them in your next relationship. Because when you're in love, it's so hard to think straight. So write them down, have it very clearly listed. The second thing is I practiced walking away from guys that didn't have the same values as me and just basically didn't really want the things that I wanted in life. Number 3 is I stopped falling in love too fast because you never really know someone's value until you see it in their actions. And that takes a little bit of time. The fourth thing is I dated more lightly. And by lightly, I mean I just went on dates and I just got to know people just to have a better idea and sense of what I needed and wanted in a partner. The fifth thing is I dated guys that were willing to have difficult conversations, which helped ease my trust issues instead of flaring them up. 6 is I pursued myself and healed fully, coming to a place where I loved myself again and had a better sense of what my needs were in a relationship. So that season of healing after that very difficult relationship was very hard. But honestly, it was a season that I am really, really grateful for because I learned so much from it. And it helped me to navigate dating in a wiser way and helped me to recognize a really good guy like my husband. And maybe your relationship right now is not as toxic as mine was. Maybe there is peace and no arguments. But we have to recognize that sometimes relationships like that may not be healthy either because no real conversations are being had and it only looks pretty on the outside. But on the inside, it is often shallow and lacks depth. My husband says it's like a time bomb. It will blow up in a matter of time. So I don't know if you could relate to this or maybe in a situation like this, but I just have a very big passion for this topic. And I see just like too many people settling for someone that doesn't value their values. Anyways, I hope this all makes sense and help encourage you to have the confidence to boldly state your needs and desires to your partner and have the courage to walk away when these boundaries are broken, which is very, very important. But I know it's really hard when you're in it. So anyways, thank you so much for watching and I hope this was helpful and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.